Okay, so by the end of this video, you will be able to multiply two polynomials either using the FOIL method, the box method, or the distributive property. So again, there are three techniques for multiplying polynomials. The distributive property, which is going to be a review, but will look a little bit different today. FOIL, which will be a new technique for you. And then the box method, which will also be a new technique. So you're just going to sit back and relax, take some notes, and I'll show you how to do this. So first we're going to concentrate on multiplying two binomials. So remember, a binomial is just a polynomial that has two terms. So we're going to multiply a binomial times a binomial. So our first option is just a distributive property. So the first binomial, which is 2x plus 3, what we're going to do is we're going to distribute each of those terms into the second binomial. And you're just going to use the distributive property. So we would do 2x times 5x, and then 2x times 8, and then we would distribute the 3 through to the other two terms. So when you're done, you should end up with 4 terms because we've now distributed 4 times. So we should have 10x squared from multiplying 2x and 5x. We should get 16x from multiplying 2x and 8, 15x from multiplying 3 and 5, and then get 24 for multiplying 3 and 8. And when you're done, you will always have some like terms to combine. And in this case, we can combine 16x and 15x for 31x. So when you multiply two binomials, you will end up with a trinomial. So now let's see how the FOIL method works. So first of all, FOIL only works when you have two binomials. And the FOIL method is really the distributive property. It's just an acronym that helps you remember what you're doing. So F stands for the first term. So the first term, we would multiply y times y. O is for the outer terms. So the outside terms are y and 7. And then I is for the inner terms. The two terms that are in the inside are 3 and y. And lastly, we would have the last term, which are the last terms in each binomial, which are 3 and 7. So we end up with x squared plus 7y plus 3y plus 21. And again, just like with the distributive property, we have like terms to combine. 7y and 3y combine for 10y. And again, our two binomials become a trinomial once we've multiplied them. So one more time, FOIL stands for first, outer, inner, and last. So the third method is the box method. This works again for any polynomials that two polynomials that you're multiplying. So we're going to take 3x minus 5 and 5x plus 2, and basically the box method is just a multiplication box. So I've created a multiplication box. 3x minus 5, I just happened to put along the top. You could have put it along the side. So I have a 3x and a negative 5, and then 5x plus 2 I've put along the side. And then I'm just going to multiply. So to get this box, I need to multiply what's above it into the side of it. And I would get 15x squared. And then I would multiply the 3x and the 2 to give me 6x. And then the negative 5 and 5x will give me negative 25x. And then lastly, I'd be multiplying negative 5 and 2, which will give me negative 10. And so as you can see, this follows the same exact format as FOIL or the distributive property. And then, as always, you have like terms to combine. The 6x and the negative 25x, when we combine those, will give us negative 19x for that middle term in the trinomial. So you have 3 techniques. Pick one that you like the best. So let's practice multiplying two binomials one more time. So you can either use the box method, you can use FOIL, or the distributive property. So we're going to multiply our first terms, and that's going to give us 21p squared. We will multiply the outer terms, or with the distributive property, I've distributed the 7p to the 3p and to the negative 4p, and we get negative 28p. Now I'm going to distribute the negative 2, or I'm going to do the inner terms and the outer terms for FOIL, or I'm going to finish filling in the box. So we get negative 6p And then we get 8. And then again, combine your like terms. And that makes the middle term of our trinomial negative 34p. Okay, so the last problem that I'm going to show you is when we're going to multiply a binomial to a trinomial. And so FOIL will not work for this. So you either have to use the distributive property or you have to use the box method. So if you're going to do a multiplication box, I put the trinomial along the top and the binomial along the bottom. Either way, you can flip those around if you want. You just need to have a 2 by 3 box because you should end up getting 6 terms when we multiply. So you're just going to multiply. So if you're going to use the distributive property, you're going to distribute the 2x to the x squared, or you just fill in your box. And then we can multiply the 2x to the negative 5x, which gives us negative 10x squared, and then the negative 2 times the 4, 8x. And now we have to, if you're using the distributive method, you have to distribute the negative 5 through, or if you're using the box, just finish filling out your table. Okay, so now we need to combine like terms. If you use the distributive property, these 6 terms you should just have lined up straight across on your paper. And now you need to go through and search for your like terms. So our like terms are negative 5x squared and negative 10x squared, and then 25x and 8x. So we're just going to combine those and write out our final polynomial answer. So when you're done, you should have 2x to the third minus 15x squared plus 33x minus 20. I hope you learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in class.